whatever becomes fashionable, it's a cool thing to do. People do it. In the olden days, when we wanted to practice yoga, we had to go to only one place in Bombay, Kaivalya Dham.
Yeah.
Everybody went, 1,000 people doing yoga at the same time. Now they have studios at every street corner. And now it's like the biggest, the most important thing. Whenever you have a new idea or a different idea, it always takes a lot of time to get people to come. Now, I'll take my own example. I do feel the disappointment, and I have to train myself to stay on the path and to stay focused and know that I'm doing it for people. And it's going to attract the good people. But my own samskaras hold me back. My mind tells me, see, you're doing this, you're wasting your time. Only 2 people are listening to you. They don't even bother about it. Why are you doing this? Do something else. What else will I do? This is my life. This is my goal. This is my dream. This is my passion. Yes, today nothing is working out the way I wanted to. But if you think about it, where was I 5 years ago and where am I today? I know it's the right thing to do, so I keep on the track. But there are disappointments all along the way. And I have learned in the course of my life to let go of that which causes disappointment. What causes disappointment? Expectation. I've written a beautiful book. It should instantly be on the New York Times bestseller list. If it's not, then I'm disappointed. I've applied for a position. I know I'm qualified. When I don't get it, and the guy's nephew gets it, I am disappointed. I put my life into bringing up my children, taking them to soccer games, taking them to birthday parties, taking them to different spelling bees and competitions and this and that. And when they spend 2 weeks in school and don't even bother to call me, I'm disappointed. I dreamed that a man will come on a horse and carry me away and we live happily ever after in a castle in the clouds. And when that...
You, a man?
And when that didn't happen, I was disappointed. Right? We have these dreams, we have these preconceived ideas of what we want from our life, from a day-to-day, on a day-to-day basis. You go to Krishna restaurant and you're expecting to have the crispest masala dosha, and some soggy stuff comes on your plate. You are disappointed. Small things. In a day, have you checked how many times you get disappointed? Have you even noticed? Now when I'm pointing out the incidents, you're thinking, you know, I was disappointed then. I was disappointed with this husband of mine. I was disappointed with this child of mine. Now you're thinking, right? After I say, we don't even pay attention. But disappointment makes your energy very negative. Your aura very negative. It is so important to be mindful. That thing that she said, mindful and mindful, right? To be even aware of what is happening in your head. The minute that thought comes that, oh, didn't happen, you have to, at that minute, say what didn't happen. Who was expecting? Who is expecting something? does that take away from what you're doing? Do you keep doing everything anyway? Basically, you ask the question, does it help to be disappointed? Does it help? No. Then don't be disappointed. We can't help it. As you're preparing for a vacation, you've already decided what kind of an experience you're going to have. And the minute the flight is delayed 4 hours, it's the first onset of disappointment. It rains the first day that you're in London, you're all standing with umbrellas. This vacation that you planned forever. And you're disappointed. Wouldn't you like to have amongst your group, it's raining, you're all standing in umbrellas, and somebody breaks out into a song? Immediately you look at that person, the mood will change. The mood will immediately change. That someone, in spite of everybody's feeling so miserable, has found it within himself or herself to seek something lighter, to enjoy the moment, to do something light-hearted. You don't get rid of disappointment by actually focusing on your disappointment. You get rid of it by focusing on your passion. What is it that you dream of? That dream will come. To know in your heart, and I say this so often, and each one of you has got dreams. Different dreams. Who your children will marry, where you're going to go for a vacation, what clothes you're going to buy, what kind of a home you're going to live in 5 years from now, what kind of a car you want to drive. Small dreams, big dreams, what kind of food you want to eat. How you want to change the world, how you want to feel. That passion within you is that which will bring the smile back. So I go and I talk to our audience, and there's 5 people there, and I wanted to talk to 400. And I say 5 people, and I feel that disappointment. I go back to the thought that my passion is to reach that 400. And as I'm talking to these 5, it is going to reach that 400, is what I feel. I convert it. I don't say don't feel disappointment. Don't be sad. Because the minute you say that, that's all you think about. Oh no, I'm feeling disappointment, I'm feeling sad. You tend to focus on that negative feeling. Disappointments can be overwhelming. These are small things. But when your expectations are really high, the disappointment is even more. The person you marry, you discover is having an affair with somebody or something like that. Something really traumatic. And the trust that you placed in that person is gone. The disappointment is overwhelming. Overwhelming. It can take over your entire life. How could this happen to me? I trusted this person so much. How could he do this to me? And then it's a spiral. It's a downward spiral after that. The trick, knowledge is not something you listen to for 15 minutes and you go home and forget about. The reason I'm saying all these things is that I am hoping that you'll take a couple of things and make it your mantra. That the next time you face disappointment, catch the little ones. Catch the little ones so you train yourself to replace a disappointing situation with something wonderful that's happening in your life. With something gratifying, it's something that you could give to the world, share with the world. You train yourself so that if by some stroke of bad fortune something major hits you, a really big disappointment, you don't take it so badly. You get back to that passion very easily because you've been doing it frequently. You've been training yourself how to deal with this. See, the problem with the way we were brought up and the way we bring up our children, the problem with the world, they were never taught to deal with their feelings and their emotions and situations. How do you deal with failure? How do you deal with disappointment? How do you deal with anger? How do you deal with anxiety? Who sits down and talks to their children like that? Forget it. It's okay. Everything will be taken. I'll take care of you. I'll hold you. As long as I'm there, nothing will happen to you. You're fine. It's all pushed under the rug. The situation is never brought out. Your parents deal with everything. They come and fight for you. They come and fight with the teacher they give them a D on your grade. So you never learned how to take failure and disappointment. Your mother and father always there with their boxing gloves on, ready to take on the world. Oh, we don't want our children to feel any pain. Let them feel the pain. It is good to feel that pain. Get to the root of the problem so that they learn to face these things early in life and develop a healthy attitude to it. Disappointments are not bad. Disappointments are growing experiences. If you didn't have disappointment, how would you deal with success? Would you even know that it's there? Would you even appreciate that you have it? Things are really good in your life. The disappointments are small. But I was just coming now on NPR, they were announcing this lady is being evicted from her home because she has no money to pay rent. Every time the doorbell rings, she thinks it's the guy, the marshal's coming to evict her from her home. She has no job, she has no husband to rely on, she's got so many children. There are people that deal with disappointments and failure and battle each day to make it work. You are not like that. You are not like that. It is your job to train yourself to think differently so that always you have that balance in life. Always you have a pleasant smile. Always you're good company. It's so important to be like that. And to let your child face disappointment. Go to the root of the problem and explain it to him. And tell him how he needs to face it. How he needs to deal with it. Don't say, I'll take care of it for you. No. You are not doing him a favor. Don't call the other mother and complain and take care of it. He needs to face his own disappointments. He needs to face his own failures. Brings home an A every day. The one that has a B he's going to put underneath. I won't show it to you. Because he doesn't know how you want that A from him. And the disappointment is not in getting the B, it's your reaction to him getting the B. Most of the time. We cuddle and cuss at ourselves and our children. And we never realize that in disappointments, we discover our true purpose. If Ayyar did not have that drive within him, knowing that what he was doing is going to benefit the whole world. He had a drive, he had a vision. He had a vision. And that's what kept him on, disappointment after disappointment. He did not let it knock him down. He kept going. 2 people today, 5 people today, 20 people today, 6 people today. But on and on and on, till he reached a time when he opened his institute. Brought yoga to the world. What a master. Not merely a master, not merely a yoga master, a master of his own destiny. And that's what we want to be. We want to, very early in life, know our destiny and walk into it fearlessly, never getting disappointed, disheartened. Those moments must be short, and you must say, aha, that was a disappointing moment. I go on my path. Go on my path. Don't care for this. Disappointments will come. They will go. Hurdles will come. They will go. I keep going. I keep going towards my goal.